friends, this is Casper the Boy Diviner here today and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing the 31 days of witchcraft again. And which questions am I gonna... Oh my god, my tongue. And which questions am I gonna cover today? I'm gonna cover question 5, 8, 12, and 15. Why these numbers? I don't know. Why out of order? I don't know. I just felt like these questions go together. I felt like I wanted to tackle these questions together because I don't want a video to go too short. I don't want it to go too long, so I'm bundling them up how I see fit. I'm sorry, Heather Carter, don't kill me for not following the original tag rules. You can find Heather Carter's original tag video in the description box below. I'll be linking it there. So the first question I'll be covering today is question 5. Have you had a teacher in the craft? Have you ever taken a course or classes to help you learn witchcraft? And what were your experiences like? If you haven't, how are your thoughts and feelings on such courses? So I'm going to answer the question straight first. Have I taken any courses or classes? Yes, I've taken maybe 2 or 3 courses on Tarot Readers Summer Academy class. I remember taking one by Annabelle Wen. I remember taking one by Avalon Cameron. Have they impacted my craft? No. Have they helped my craft? I don't know. I don't know if it actually helped. I just watched through them. I just saw them. I didn't feel called to do the work. I didn't super resonate with everything that was said. I kind of felt like it was maybe too basic in a way, not in a bad way. Maybe that's blasphemy, I'm sorry. I love these 2 women, they were my idols, and that's why I bought courses from them. For Annabelle Wen, I felt like maybe her newest magic course is more in line with my practice, in line with something that I might try. Avalon Cameron, I love her way of doing witchcraft. I just don't know if I can do that same kind of magic because she has a very specific tradition. Even though what she teaches is agnostic, I feel like there's some sort of talent that you need in that sense. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much. Do I have a physical real life teacher that teaches me the craft? It depends on what the craft is. I've taken a course on calling Archangel Michael to banish away any kind of attachments in a room, on myself, and I felt like that was a very interesting course. I wouldn't say it's witchcraft, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how much of it was in my head also because I don't know whether were there any real effects. I've tried doing it on a friend before. He said he felt nothing, maybe because there were no attachments to him. I have no idea. But I appreciate and I really wish I can meet teachers. So this is the part that I'm not really answering the question directly, but I feel like it's important to have a good teacher. The problem is good teachers are so hard to find. I have just recently finished reading Entering the Desert, and the idea of having a teacher-pupil relationship is so important and integral to spiritual growth. The problem is, in this day and age, how am I supposed to find someone that I resonate truly with? I don't even resonate with my friends. I don't even agree with some of the magic that my friends do. How can I find someone that can help me? Again, the book is very helpful. It says you shouldn't be agreeing with everything, they should be pushing you. And I agree, but who is going to waste their time or who is going to spend their time teaching me, little old me? I don't have much money, I don't have much magical powers right now, even in self-study. I don't feel like I have an insane amount of potential that someone would agree to spend their time on me. One of the teacher-student relationships that I really admire is Freder Aker's relationship with his teacher. If you just visit his blog, Theomagica, I believe it's Theomagica, you can read about their relationship and how wonderful that is. I wish I can find something like that for myself, but at this point in time, no, I'm not able to. So I guess that's my answer to question 5. Not short, not that simple, but I think I covered it pretty well. Let me know if you have any questions. If you enjoyed my answer to that question, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. Do you refer to yourself as a witch? If not, why not? If so, what does the word mean to you? I don't refer to myself as a witch unless I just want to shake things up and scare people or make people feel, okay, yes, I have to respect him as a witch. It's not really a word I will use to describe myself just because there's a lot of historical baggage. I think Vanessa talked to me about this in one of our comments to and fro on my previous video. Yeah, I mean, I do call myself a witch when people ask, are you a witch? I raise my hand just because I rather admit it than not. But if you ask me to identify myself, I wouldn't say witch, I would say a practitioner, I would say a magician more like it, but I don't tend to use that word too much because people might confuse me with a stage magician. I just say I'm a practitioner of the craft. I do magic stuff. I don't really identify with it, which could be a problem because in Atomic Habits, it does say that you need to identify yourself as someone doing something. Like, I'm a magician, I do magic, and that's how you push yourself to develop good habits. This is why probably my daily ritual is no longer a ritual. I don't do anything anymore, and I should. I should be at the very least praying, but at the same time right now I'm still exploring what praying means to me, because I am exploring a more hermetic path in magic. But I don't know, I don't really subscribe to that. Because a lot of the ancient Western occult traditions, they cover their magic with God, Judeo-Christian God, and I don't know how much I vibe with that. So I guess that's the answer to the question. I don't identify myself as a witch, and that's why, because I don't feel like I can take on the historical baggage. I feel like especially in America, witches are specific. I have visited Salem, I've seen the history, I've walked through the graveyards of the witches, and I can't call myself a witch just because of that baggage, right? I have nothing to do with that lineage, at least from my knowledge. And even witch in Chinese, wu po, wu is less of a witch and more of a diviner, and po just means grandma or old woman. A boy diviner, I feel like might be a closer resonance to myself, and that's why I picked it. But I don't, even though I might call myself a wu, I don't think I'll call myself a witch. I hope that all makes sense. I kind of rambled there. I just take it, okay? Just take it, guys. Do I have a separate witchy name? Why or why not? I do have a private magical name that I use sometimes when I do magical practices. This is based off one of Lon Milo Duquette's books. I can't remember which one, but you should come up with your own witchy name, your own private magical name, and use it privately. Call on power. That kind of name that you chose for yourself has power over your energy, has power over yourself because you chose it. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I don't know if you should have a witchy name separately or not, but that's just based on the books, and I haven't used it much. I should maybe explore using it more again. The last question that I want to cover today, day 15. Are you solitary or part of a coven? What do you think are the pros and cons of each? I'm definitely solitary, and I feel like the pros of a coven is that you can discuss and you can compare your experiences and work together and give suggestions. At the same time, my pride might be too high for me to join some sort of coven. I tend to disagree immediately with things, and I compare myself. So I do have friends who commune with the spirits, who channel things really well, or when they do a spell they really get messages. I don't get any of that yet, and it hurts to be behind. It hurts to not be as good magically. It hurts to fail. At the same time, I do know everyone's magical practice and magical path is very solid, is very individual. I know I shouldn't be blaming myself for trying to catch up. I don't know. I mean, I have a good friend, not a good friend, I would say a good acquaintance, and he's also doing the 7 spheres rituals, and he is getting messages, he's moving forward with his life because he's getting all this advice from these beings, and I'm so envious. And I know I shouldn't be envious, and I wish him all the best. I really am happy for him. But when you see someone succeeding, you just wish that you can. And I'm not getting direct messages. I don't know if I'm getting anything. I dream more, but even my dreams they feel mundane. They feel like the dreams I would have had anyway. In any case, I'll be doing the Venus rite soon. Hopefully I'll get something clearer. I don't know. So I guess that's the downsides of being in the coven. If I'm in a coven, I probably will constantly compare myself with everyone else and feel shit about myself, and that feeling of shittiness might be causing my magic to frizz. If I'm in a coven, I think I might disagree a lot with people and get hurt a lot by people because I am sensitive. I am also headstrong and sensitive, right? Because there's my Aries and Cancer placements. It's not easy. It's not easy for me to be part of a coven. I feel like it's really hard for me to find 1 or 2 people that I resonate with. That's the pros of being being solitary. You do your own path, you find your own thing. I do like people to disagree with me and make me think. I think it's important. It was also talked about in Entering the Desert. I agree, it's really important. The problem is when someone disagrees with you, you expect a level of due diligence or a level of logic behind that. And sometimes in covens you don't have that. In covens you have a lot of emotions. I feel a lot of emotions come in, even among friends, who are practitioners. So I tend not to talk too much about my practice. I tend to just handle things myself and do things myself. There are trusted forums online that I try to share and be more vulnerable and tell them, how I feel I'm lacking. But those are not covens. It's not a coven, right? I think in Singapore it's also hard to find a coven. I don't know if it's legal. I don't know if there's stigma. I feel like it's more accepted in America. I feel like there are a lot of known covens in America that you can join. Not so much in Singapore. I kind of rambled about that. I didn't give a real good list of pros and cons, but I hope that's okay. I felt like you know, trying to do more questions in this whole tag. I need to make it lighter, or else every question will take so much time researching and trying to answer perfectly. In any case, if you enjoyed my video, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment, tell me how your practice is. Let me know your answers to these questions. I'll be more than happy to discuss. If you have done a response, link it below. Happy to see it in your comments. Okay? You guys have a great rest of the day. You take care. Bye!